Black, dressed in the white and blue kits, against National Union's red. As their name suggests, they will be wearing the red. National Union Black comes in at 5-0, 32 goals scored, 1 goal allowed. National Union's red, a little less offensively charged with 17 goals, but just as stout defensively, only 2 goals allowed. They come in with a record of 4-0-1. Another interesting situation prior to this match, Richard Ludwig is the coach of both of these teams. And there was a question mark as to whether or not he would be allowed to stay on the sidelines to coach both teams, because the way that the sideline is set up in this contest for most teams, one team would be over here on our broadcast side, which is on the near side of your screen, and the next team would be over on the far side under that tent that's on the far sideline. And fans for either side would be able to sit on the same side as their respective teams. But given the fact that there was a singular coach for both programs, they came to the field, they tried to set up both teams on the same sideline, put all fans over on the far side. The state officials weren't necessarily having that. They were initially saying that no, you have to abide by the rules that everybody had played under, and that the teams would have to separate, and Coach Ludwig would have to make a decision, perhaps switch at halftime. But ultimately, cooler heads prevailed, and the teams were allowed to do what they had already chosen to do. So Coach Ludwig will be at center field, right in between, and both teams will have an opportunity to have their head coach on the same sideline as them, giving out instructions. Now, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's not think that either side is solely relying on Coach Ludwig. They do have individual bench coaches. We're underway here in the first half. Opportunity for Nationals red to push into the attacking area. All stolen by El Shadouri, and a free kick given just outside the box as Joe Mueller was taken down. Very blustery day here in Saginaw. Line drive shot saved and then smothered. Good stop by Stevenson. There's Union Black, pushes up the far side. Good steal on the back end. Taken out by Ellis. Into touch, back for Nationals Union Black. This one into the box. Stevenson will come out, claim that one just before the end line. Rolls it out to his right back. Into touch on the far sideline. Pushing up is Rusinovic. A little heavy here on the near side. That one got caught up in the wind, and that's going to be something they're going to have to adjust to. Off the shoulder. Knocked down. Bandied back and forth into midfield. Kilpatrick sent it to the right. France up the wing. Kilpatrick brings it down. Jensen goes short with it. Tough to handle there for Yatuma. And a touch for Nationals red. Rusinovic with the throw. Take it away. Sue. Lost his footing a couple times. Regains possession to the far side. Surveying options was Gibbs. Played it up the wing. Intended that one for Bozzetti. Ellis was able to come back. Again, alluded to the wind just moments ago. It's been gusting all day, pretty much straight line winds, and it's left to right, corner flag to corner flag, so rushing diagonally across the field mostly. Shot in towards goal, into the side netting. But as of right now, if it favors anybody, it would be Nationals red. But again, anything up this near sideline is difficult to deal with. Driven in towards the end line, scooped back out in front, but not too much pace behind that ball. Awkwardly handled by Farrow. Crossed in by Iacobacci. He's got the rather large padding around his right forearm. Brought down by Otto. Otto makes the steal again, stumbles on the clearance. Laid over here to the near side. Crossing ball towards the penalty spot. Handled by Otto. Knocked down and sent out. Iacobacci lets that one roll out. Gains the throw. 13 and under state championship between National Union's black and National Union's red. Presented by Turbo Sports Group, as well as Dick's Sporting Goods, the official retailer of Michigan State Youth Soccer Association. Settled down now for Sue. Takes on all defenders. Slides one right side to Polizzetti. Looking for the cross. Cut out on the backside by Schkembe. Second opportunity. This one claimed by Roy. First touch for the red goalkeeper. Sue back the other way. Slides one to the near side. Farrow back into the middle for Klein. Now the shot in, and that's saved. Bobbed up by Yatuma. Iacobacci up towards midfield, chested down, bicycled back into play. Yatuma Got it up top to Tortola. He couldn't manage to find the handle. Pateki. A bit of a shove there. No call coming. Red wins back possession. El Shanouri tried to go to the left side. Nothing doing there. Now pressure being put on here. Asking questions is Gibbs. Took a stumble inside the box. And cleared away by Demopoulos. Yatuma in a foot race. Won it initially, and he wins. Nope, they're going to say it goes the other way with the throw. Headed down, not under control though by Shino. Shino regains Yatuma to Farrow. Trying to send it back the other way we go though. Mueller, center of the pitch, taking a shot, lobbing it just over the goal. Line change about to come in to steal a hockey term. 5 new players going to come on for Nationals Black. Brendan Sesti, Daniel Cadillo, Anthony Marinko, and Ashton Creech all into the game. Also coming in for Nationals Red is Drake Ellis. So a chance to get a breather here. Some fresh legs out for Nationals Black. Slice it through the middle, trying to switch the point of attack. Good pressure coming in from behind, defensively from El Shanouri. Outside of the right foot, keeps that one away. Second opportunity, Mueller tried the left foot. Not as successful that time. Back on the defensive side was Sesti, keeping that one away. And again, the wind picks up. Apologies if it overpowers me, because it's been pretty strong here today. Up through midfield, Shkemby tried to send it up top. He was looking for Ellis. Too direct on the second opportunity, and that's easily claimed by the keeper. Stevenson looking for options. Gonna go with the throw. Taken down by Sue. He's in a wrestling match with El Shanouri. Free kick given. Quickly back underway. Klein. For something up the right-hand side. Nothing doing there. Demopoulos. Misplayed it a little bit. Sends it over to the left. Back up through the middle. To the edge of the box. El Shanouri pilfers it away. Plotted into. Nationals Black able to steal it. Collisions left and right here. Kane up to the circle. Space in front. An opportunity up the right. Off the body of Kane. Plays it back. Possession given up. Up the sideline and into touch. Checking in now for Nationals red. It's going to be Tanush Nanaware. Nanaware with the first touch. A header off the defender, back out for the throw. More subs coming in now for Nationals black. Palazzetti comes back into the game, as well as Tartola. Upset, thought he had shielded that one off nicely. Instead, the officials said that there was too much contact in it. Free kick given up to Nationals red. Coming over to take it. Right foot hits the wall. Opportunity for Union Black to push up. That one got caught up in the wind. Chested down by Palazzetti. He sends one over to the far wing. Nicely over the backside of the defense, but coming over to help was Demopoulos. Substitution coming in now for Union Red. Joseph Otto will come back into the game.
Isaac, why do you start? You drag him wide, you have space to make your run into. If he stays inside, Austin will find your feet. Run up. Stay wide, dude. Don't go early.
Into the attacking third. Nobody can find a clean handle. Rolling over towards the near sideline, and that'll escape into touch. Still in possession of Union Black. Sesti right back in. Too close to the sideline there. There's Tartola trying to tiptoe along the line.
Are we going to find a weak side midfielder? Right? You know where he is? See how he is? No, our player. Hey, stay here. You got to figure out a way to get him in. You understand? That's your job. So figure out how to get him in.
Back and forth we go with the throw-ins.
With your first touch, you got to go out that way and drive, bring a defender to you, or get him in if he's alone.
Almost misplayed there by Palazzetti, but he sends it back. Kilpatrick up through the middle. Arinko, far side now. Get a touch again, substitution on the line. Hydration break coming out. It is a little bit warm here today, although with the wind it's kept the feeling of the temperature down, so not too much in the way of heat index, so that's always good. But nevertheless, anytime you get up and near the 90s, USSF would rather take some precautions, and that's understandable. 0-0 your score. Nationals red quickly retake the field. So the hydration break came roughly halfway through. Just about 18 minutes played. It's unofficial, of course. Time kept on the field. Seeking ball up the right-hand side. Nothing doing yet. Marinko left it for Pelizzetti. He's thwarted by Otto. Pelizzetti puts it out to the outside now for Marinko. Left-footed cross into the box. Finds his man, Cadiu, with the shot. And that's parried away. Big time save there by the goalkeeper for Nationals red. It's close to that post as well, but regardless of what it hit. Now a chance on the counter. Space in front, coming over and making the defensive stop was Shino. Shino lets this one out. Goal kick. Into touch along the near sideline. Subs about to come in for both sides. Pushing upfield. Nice ball through, on for Tortola. He takes a spill, no foul to be had. Back out towards the middle. Pelizzetti. He's going to take a drive towards goal. That's off the backside of a defender. Nationals red, awkwardly clearing it away. Now brought down by Not-Aware. Patrick sends it back up through the middle. Pelizzetti. Atto with the sliding challenge slightly from behind. He gets more of the ball. Space on the left. That dried up in the sun. Here's Cadiu. Into the box for Marinko. Defender dealt with it. Substitutes coming in. For your Nationals black, it's going to be Alec France. And also coming in now for red is Gavin Upward, as well as Dairo Duran. And Yusuf El Shanouri will check back into the game as well. Successful corner. Red almost got a counter-attack, if I could find the word. Long shot in, cut across the face of goal, but harmlessly wide. Another substitution now for Nationals red. Gianluca Spitecchi coming back into the game. opportunity. That one knocked away. So throw in gained. Upward. Played it towards the box. Hit it. It couldn't be claimed by Yakobachi. Cheeky little backheel by Tortola to get it around Yakobachi, but he makes the steal. Tries to lob it back. Instead, it's picked up by Kadhiu. He's going to drive in towards goal. Muscled off briefly, and then played over here to the near touchline. Throw in given up. Upward, played it off the attacker, so he gains himself the throw. Yakobachi up to Pateki. Looking for El Shanuri on the far side. Didn't quite have the angle on it. Down by Duran. Back the other way we go with Nationals black. Alzetti to the far wing. Trying to slice one into the middle. Castillo was the intended target, not quite there. Second opportunity, Castillo with a shot. And a slow roller in towards goal. Comes over here to the near side, upward, came back, made up for the initial mistake after he was too anxious to try to get that first time around. More subs coming back in for Union Black. Checking in is Gibbs, Farrow, Klein. Also back in for Red is Mueller. Stolen by Nunya. Palizetti trying to chip one. Wasn't quite there. Brought down by Demopoulos. Duran filtered it through. Kane tried to go up to midfield. Back the other way we go with Union Black. Taller Kadhiu muscling off defenders. Ultimately, Demopoulos stepped in front. Creech wins it. Gets a little bit of a shove. Here's Palizetti. Defenders all around. Palizetti back onto the right foot. Circles back to the left. Little step over move. Sue near side now. Farrow drives towards the corner and upward plays it out. Of the box, headed back and forth, volleyed in, laid back for Klein, tried to lob that one over. Palizetti brings it down. El Shanuri knocks it to the far side, tries to chase it down, sees it roll out. Dola trying to create some space. Palizetti to the far wing. cross it in was Gibbs. Second opportunity after he reclaimed it along the sideline. Defender steps in again to the penalty spot. Bounced over the defender. He got just enough of a touch onto it. Duran had his legs swept out from underneath him. So that'll be a free kick coming out.
Isaac, keep combining with Austin to find the easiest 1v0. You understand? Okay? And then the game will come easier for us. Keep finding each other if you love the ball, and we'll find you 1 against 0 soon.
Out through the midfield, trying to keep possession is Mueller. Mueller going to take a long, hopeful shot, but coming about 10 yards outside the box. That was going to need something special in behind it. Traded back and forth in the middle third. Now pushing onto the attack comes Nationals Black. Gibbs into the area, takes a shot, and that one ends up comfortably wide. Cut it just a little too much, and with the wind blowing the way it is, it was always going to curl away from the target. Substitution coming in now is Giovanni Iacobacci. One in the midfield by Sue. Then it goes off of his heels. Slid up the near wing and knocked out. Last touch by France. Upward takes the throw. Okay, for the return pass. France got a piece of that one. This one slides past everyone. Out for the throw. Sub coming in now for Union Black is Dan Cadillo. Klein. Lofts one up towards the middle. Sue to the far wing for Gibbs. Gibbs asking questions on the wing. Sends one back towards the penalty spot. Defender got in front. Cleared out by Iacobacci. Klein with another chance. Up to Mueller. He's trying to go to the left side to Rusanovic. Red. Able to steal it away along the far touchline. Iacobacci got it up, but Klein claimed it in midfield. Here's Farrow. He's clattered into, and he'll gain the free kick. takes a shot. Wasn't cleanly handled, but parried away by the goalkeeper. Some miscommunication there. Coaching staff wanted them to go short on the corner kick. Instead, they'll just take a regular one. Headed towards goal to the far post, claimed by the keeper once again. Now upward, trying to keep it away. Farrell was putting on the pressure from behind. Another corner. Right footer towards the back post, kept alive, bouncing around in the 6-yard box, ultimately set away. Had a volley chance. Gilpatrick had his eyes open a little bit wide as he thought he had a chance towards goal. That one up towards the broadcast area. Just a little bit short. Last off of upward.
Hey, get in the box! Get it served! Get in the box!
Now a bouncer towards goal. Klein couldn't get too much behind that one, but there's 35 minutes played. First half is in the books, and it is 0-0 at the break. And we will take a break. When we come back, we'll have your second half of action. This is the Under-13 State Championships for the Michigan State Youth Soccer Association, brought to you by Turbo Sports Group. Don't go too far. We'll be back in just a bit. Back underway here in the second half between National Union Black and National Union Red. 0-0 at the break. A chance to play in the regional championships in St. Louis at the end of the month. That's what's on the line for these young boys.
Now we go, we set! Tucker, leave it! And now you drive. Get it to the box, arrive in the box, Austin!
Here comes
Arrive in the box.
Blackmore towards the edge of the area.
And step up and into that. Step up and into it, White. And serve it.
Stolen. Gibbs played it in towards the spot. Wanting to put a foot through it was Tartola, but the ball just wouldn't kind of settle down, bouncing pretty high. Just came off to the sideline, and I apologize for laughing, but it is somewhat comical. Apparently, Nationals Union Black was playing with too many men to open up the half, but it wasn't spotted by any of the officials. Gibbs just kind of wandered off to the bench. That's how they go. By Red. It's getting to it was Pateki. Rusinovic took a spill. He'll gain the free kick. Flicked on by Pateki. Back out it comes. Blackmore. Shoe. As they swing it around. Stumbling over the ball. Union Black. Again, defensively, both teams just swallowing everything up once it gets into that attacking third. Blackmore to the edge of the box. Sent towards goal, not cleared out cleanly. Knocked down by Klein, but the ball kind of spun away from him, so that was a handball. Through the midfield, possession traded back and forth. Early substitution coming in now for Nationals Red as Drake Ellis will come into the game. The Nationals program well represented here in these state championships. On this field, they will have played all 4 games with the representation in each age group. two championship fields going on, but nevertheless, that's still 4 age groups that have a Nationals Union program in the championship. Right now, the program overall is 1 for 2, as they won the state championship in the under 15 bracket, lost to the Michigan Jaguars in the under 18, and pretty much guaranteed to have a representative, here in the under 13. It's just dependent on whether it's going to be red or black. That one goes over the end line for a goal kick. Puts it back into play. So wind continues to gust. Demopoulos was calling for it, but El Shanuri couldn't quite get a clean handle. Put up towards the attacking side, but Mueller was dispossessed at almost the last opportune time. With some good defense there to step in front of that one. Here's Ellis. Stolen. Klein. Yeah, just unable to really steer some of these chances on target. Dobner hasn't really been challenged since the opening few minutes of this contest. Same could be said for his counterpart, Dan Stevenson. Giveaway in the midfield. Set right back. Possession. Rather precious commodity right now between these two teams. So they look for something in the midfield. Trying to find Blackmore here on the near wing. Wasn't quite on that pass. Alzadi will come back into the game. Inside the box, awkwardly cleared away. Ellis has eyes on it, as does France. Just outside the semicircle. And a free kick given. That was kind of one of those 50-50 things to where do you let the play establish, which I think would have been the preference of Isaac Tortola. Nevertheless, the referee deciding that the free kick given in the position that it is was the better idea. So about 10 yards outside of the box. Chance now for Nationals Black to put a foot through it, perhaps take a strike towards goal. They'll do just that. The wall does its job and blocks it. Outside the 6-yard area. Knocked down, the shot in, score! Austin Sioux has put Nationals Union Black up 1-0. comes in the 10th minute of the second half. 45th minute overall.
Hey, we got a press. Inside, Ashton, inside. Hey,
So now it's up to the crew of National Union's Red to try to find an equalizer. Offense has been hard to come by for both of these teams. Now with momentum on the side of Nationals Black, things are going to get even more tight here in the second half. Running out to it is Ellis. He's able to win it. Trying to press upfield. Filtered it through. Nunya felt he was taken down from behind. Instead, Sue, the goal scorer, to Palazetti. Laid back. Shino. Shino again. Sertola. Sue pressing up through the middle. Tartola trying to avoid the pressure. Farrow dancing around the touchline. Held it in along the corner initially, but then that second opportunity he just couldn't get his feet set. Substitutes coming in now for Nationals Red. Or perhaps not. Yep. They've decided not to allow them. Or maybe they will. There's miscommunication going on between the center official and the sideline. So Nadaware comes back in, as does Otto and Duran as well. Palazetti in the circle. Near side for Creech. Outworked by Nadaware. Now it's a foot race, but the ball won that one. In a touch on the near sideline. Sue. Pressure in behind, but Setsti is able to get to it. Gibbs with a right-footed cross. He had Marinko around the penalty spot. Back out to midfield. Mueller unable to knock that one down. Chip pass to the near side. Too tall for Nadaware. He wasn't able to catch up to it. Lunging in a couple players from Union Red. Rusinovic laid it back, and then the free kick won by Atto. So Rusinovic gonna place this one. Kane steps up. He might join this free kick as well. So right now they're lining this up as though it's going to be just a regular free kick. Nobody really in, and now they're going to set up a three-man wall. This free kick taker has been changed. A left footer, and that caught underneath and caught the wind as soon as it did. Not a bad idea there from Mueller to go for goal, but had to drive that one a little more than he did. You could see the way he took that. Tried to take some pace off of it by leaning back, and as soon as you do that, it's going to catch the wind and carry out. So you can hear it coming through the microphones. Good steal. Rusinovic trying to outduel the defender. Stays with Nationals red. Duran down for Kane. Duran again. Dispossessed by Farrow. Kane coming back to help. Farrow pushes up the field, finds a seam on the left side, and although awkwardly handled, it was defensively knocked down. Schembe was the one to make that stop. And here comes Palisetti. Looking for something on the near wing, but too close to Kane. Palisetti again. Check that, it's Tortola. But ultimately sent up and out. Sub coming in, Upward checks back into the game for Nationals red. Feather to touch. It basically went off the tips of his hair, not too much more. Duran steps in front defensively. So he tried to lob one up, but it caught Farrow kind of in between. If he had gone on his initial run, he would have caught up to that ball easily, but I think he thought the ball was going to be played by the defender or caught up in the wind. The wind had ended up driving it instead. So we have more subs coming in, this time for Nationals black. Into the game is Yatuma, Klein, and Blackmore. Driven up the near side. Headed back and forth. A little bit of a shove in from behind by Marinko. That's going to be called. Up to midfield, won by Gibbs. Knotted it forward, but Palisetti couldn't catch up to it initially. They do win the throw. One 0 your score on a 45th minute goal from Austin Sue. After a bit of a scramble, Sue is able to bury that one. He wants another one, calling for that ball. Instead it comes near side to Blackmore. Sue again wanting it. Outside to France. Takes on two defenders. Blackmore comes back to help. Here's Sue. Klein. Marinko. Step over to the edge of the area. and denied ultimately by the defense. Upward struggled with it initially. Back it comes, upward again. Marinko stepped in front. Klein. Yatuma. Here's Sue, drags it back. One time to Blackmore here on the near wing. Fakes out the defender. Sue, pressure comes. Blackmore, one touch. Up top to Palizzetti. He was ultimately dispossessed. Chip up to nobody in particular. Sue has it now. Another step over. Marinko tries to thread the needle. Upward gets to it initially. Second chance. Schkembe. And Duran draws the foul. So there we get a whistle. We'll take a break for the hydration of the players. .22 minute in the second half. One 0 is your score. So the players have retaken the field. Nationals Union Black trying to hold on to a 1-0 lead. Kick won by Roy. Looks like Roy's gonna take it. Yeah, nobody really rushing into the box. Not a bad ball through, a little direct on goal. Stevenson makes the claim. Stolen. Yalkabachi sent that one towards goal. It went off the defender. A few claims for a handball on the far side, but it does go out for the corner. Al Sunuri trying to check in as a sub. Lofted ball towards the back post. Stevenson may have gotten a finger to it. They are going to say that it is out for another corner kick. Line drive this time, inside the 6-yard area. That one was dangerous, but nobody in red got a good touch onto him. Kaju comes back into the game. Ellis will check back in. Curl on this ball, possibly going to keep it in. It did initially through the wind, but then once it hit the ground, it just ran out of real estate. El Shanouri tiptoes along the sideline, has that one cut away, throw in one. Couldn't be brought down by Kaju. Here's Shu through the wickets. Tried to thread the needle. He had to run on the far side to Gibbs, but too direct on that one. Dobner plays it out to the wing. Eakabachi. El Shanouri. Muscled off, no call. Kept in along the far sideline. Centered to Shu. Roy dealt with it. Now the long shot comes in off the post and score! What a ripper of a shot. And it's 2-0 on a blast from Julian Gibbs. National Union's black now with a commanding 2-0 lead. Goals from Austin Sue and Julian Gibbs. So now if your Nationals red, you pretty much have to start throwing caution to the wind. It had a couple good pushes into the attacking third, but just haven't made enough of it in terms of finishes. Nevertheless, this game isn't over. Goal comes approximately in the 64th minute out of 70. Change on again now for Nationals Union Black. They're going to bring in 4 fresh players. Next opportune time. Back down through the midfield. Kane Shkemby. Far sideline. Jakubovic. Couldn't quite catch up to that one. So into the game now for Union Black. Farrow, Tortola, Creech, and Sesti. The near wing, Farrow chases it down before the touch line. Drives in past the defender on his left foot, puts it towards goal. But a little bit of a roller was easily handled by Doppner. Hand around the waist there. Could have been called. Referee allows it. Nationals red. Try to push forward. Roy couldn't get to it. Marinko is there. Farrow. Marinko again sticks out that left foot to control. Left foot to make the pass this time in through the middle. Just sliding it past Jakubovic. Outside to Farrow. Wanting to work the give and go. Return pass never came. Marinko looking for a return feed as well. That never found its way through. Kine. Gibbs. He's got the latest goal. And they're going to call a penalty. Referee was trying to see how that play would transpire. Ultimately, possession was won by Nationals red. He felt that there was an advantage taken away. Now he'll discuss things with his assistant referee, trying to see what each one saw. Can't imagine that they would take away the penalty kick, but stranger things have happened. Looks like they are going to indeed give it. So taking it will be Daniel Kachu. Take it from the left side with the right foot. Steps up into it and just sneaks it past the goalkeeper. It's 3-0. So in the 68th minute, penalty kick goal for Daniel Kachu. Makes it 3-0, and that will just about put the last icing on this cake. We'll see Nationals Union Black head to St. Louis in the regionals. Roy back through the midfield. Shkemby at center. Far side for Jakubovic. Jakubovic is possessed only momentarily. Jakubovic looking for space towards the corner flag. Gets a centering ball. They'd like to get at least a goal here off the head of the attacker. That was Pateki to get a little bit of a nod onto it, but not on goal. So out for the goal kick. Unofficially, we've played full time. Obviously with the hydration break and some goals scored as well. There'll be time tacked on to the end. Referee gives a check of the watch. Pukak into play. Jakubovic. Stolen. Too strong though for Kaju. Farrow trying to chase it down. Kane. He's got some space in front. Looking for Roy. That one was stolen. Palizzetti. Nicely played around. Good footwork from Tartola. Was looking up the left wing. Had a man. Couldn't quite thread the pass through. But there is the final whistle. 3-0 your score. National Union's black defeats National Union's red. And they will represent Michigan in the regional tournament coming up later this month in St. Louis. I want to take just a moment to thank our sponsors. The event sponsor for today's match is Dick's Sporting Goods, the official sporting goods retailer and tournament sponsor of Michigan State Youth Soccer Association. Other partners include Under Armour, the official apparel sponsor of MSYSA, Amazon Smile. Shop Amazon Smile and support Michigan State Youth Soccer Association. Sports Forms. Take your club and league paperless with Sports Forms. Wilson Trophy Company is the official award supplier of MSYSA. Quick Goal is the official training equipment supplier of MSYSA. And VO. Record, analyze, and develop your game with VO. So it'll be National Union's black after a victorious win. 3-0 your score. They will go to the regional tournament, recapping the scoring. All of it coming here in the second half. Austin Sue with what would prove to be the game winner in the 45th minute. A nice little finish from the far side, tucking it past the goalkeeper after a scramble play in front. Julian Gibbs would score in the 64th minute, and then Kadu with the penalty kick in the 68th to put the icing on the cake. For everybody here at Turbo Sports, we thank you for watching this afternoon. Your state champions are National Union's black. And until the next time, I'm Todd Panula. We thank you for watching.